Welcome back to more Final Fantasy. In the last episode, we went into the Mirage Tower. We made it through the floating castle, about as far as we could really go, while there was still treasure available to us, and we got the adamant. We went ahead and warped out, and what I did between then and now is all I did was I fought my way back to the airship. I went to Elfland. And I went ahead and bought a few more soft potions since we really don't have much use for gold anymore anyway, so might as well. At the level that we're going to be going through the final dungeon at, I think at such a low level anything could happen. So I figured might as well just buy some more soft potions. So I got up to 20 of them. And I went ahead and maxed out my heal potions also. I went to Quinaria, and I rested up at the inn, and I sold some of my excess equipment. The only thing we have now is we have the light axe and the sun sword, which we'll be using the sun sword's on Leo. But since we got the adamant, we can go get a better sword for Leo, and that's what we'll be doing in the near future. But if you'll just take a look here, this is what we have left, and that's pretty much what we'll have for the rest of the game. And armor is exactly the same. We still lack a little bit getting up to level 22. I'm not quite sure what level we'll be at when we go through the final dungeon, but it's definitely not going to be anywhere close to level 30. If we just complete the final two. Going through the final two dungeons, defeat the bosses, and then head straight for the final dungeon. We're not going to be anywhere close to level 30. So, back here at Quinaria, so let's jump on the airship and let's head over here to the Dwarf Cave. Earlier, there was a guy in this room that said, I think he said bring him adamant and he'd make us a new sword. So now that we have it, he says, adamant, now let me make the sword for you. Here, the best work I've ever done. It is my gift. And with that, we get the Excalibur. So that'll be his sword until the very end of the game. It's the best sword that he can get. So let's trade the Sun Sword down to Donnie. And let's check Donnie. Donnie's at 82 with damage of 42. So I think the Sun Sword will be better for him right now. Yeah, because he's still a ways before he breaks through to another attack multiplier anyway. So might as well have that extra 2 damage on him with the Sun Sword. Alright, so what we'll do now is we will head back to the Sea Shrine and we'll finish up there. We may be way under leveled to be taking on this part of the game, but at least we'll be tooled up. That's basically the reason why I went through those last few dungeons, was just to get the equipment, because that's just about all the equipment you can acquire in the game, with the exception of the equipment that's in the final dungeon. So let's make our way back to Onrac and head down into the Sea Shrine and pursue the Kraken. Let's see. He's got the Zeus Gauntlet. Let's show off the black robe, or the black shirt. I don't know if they're weak to ice, but might as well use something. Oop, wrong way. Let's see. We didn't use any spell charges. Yeah, let's save an end trip. We can make that up with either the healing helmet or the heal staff. All right, back into the sea shrine for the third trip. Let's find the Kraken. Let's punch him in the mouth and let's get out of here. Alright, I forget. Yeah, he's got the heal helmet. Let's use that. You fight, and you heal. Yeah, I know, this is probably going to be kind of boring watching me go through this whole thing again, but... But it just kind of feels like the right thing to do. Try to at least stay ahead of the curve. Good for experience. The enemies here in the Sea Shrine, they give pretty good experience. Alright, we got a first strike, so let's heal. Zeus Gauntlet, Thor Hammer, and heal. And we'll be able to take them out in one round and get some healing. And hopefully not get poisoned. Alrighty. So Donnie got his level up. And we know that Leo, Mikey, and Raph are not too far behind. Alright, you fight. You fight. Keep with the healing. Might show off that white robe a little bit. Haven't had a chance to do that yet. The white robe, again, it will increase. It basically casts invisible 2, and that increases all 4 of your party's evasion. And it's a stackable spell, so you can use it over and over and over. You can get your evade so high practically nothing can hit you. Even some of the bosses. Alright, we got a first strike on sea snakes, so let's heal. Zeus Gauntlet, Thor Hammer, and let's use that black robe. Just in case. Yeah, besides the irony of cobras not being able to poison you and asps actually being able to poison you, I believe that the most poisonous snake in the world is actually a sea snake. Or I don't know if it's called a sea snake, but it is a snake that is found in the sea. Alright, yeah, we got all these already, so I don't know why I'm doing that. Alright. You heal. You fight. You heal. Another cold night out here in my recording studio. Actually wasn't too bad when I came out here. I left the door open for a little while and got cold in here. Yeah, that Excalibur is pretty cool. I mean, that's a good thing about the way that I decided to attack this game was now Leo will have the Excalibur and we'll be able to fight 2 bosses with it. Whereas if we'd have just blown through this area and actually made it past the Kraken and went on to the Mirage Tower and the floating castle and fought the boss there, after we would have finished that, we would have only been able to use the Excalibur on the final boss. Well, technically, yeah, but excuse me, all 4 bosses make an appearance in the final dungeon anyway. So I guess, yeah, technically we would have been able to use the Excalibur on the other bosses, but don't poison me, please. Raph, Mikey, and Donnie have ribbons, and Leo has the Aegis shield, so we shouldn't be able to get poisoned, although I have seen it happen before. I don't think it's immunity to poison, I think it's just protection from poisoning. Just added protection, I guess. Alright, you fight Zeus. Heal helmet, and you... Oh, wait a minute. Use the... No. Thor hammer, and you heal. I guess I'm not gonna run into water elementals. Alright, let's see. You heal. Oops. You fight that one. You fight that one, and you heal. Might not get him in the first round, but get close. Yeah, it's really a shame, all the bugs in this game. The ninja just never does quite get up there, up to par with a fighter, as far as physical attacks. Like in the Dawn of Souls version of this game, start off with a thief, and I believe a thief, well, I think just about every party member that's primarily a fighting party member will start with a knife. And with a thief, I think a thief actually starts with a hit percentage at 32. It's either at or a little bit above 32. So right from the beginning of the game, if you decide to use the knife instead of buying the what is it? The rapier, then you can keep the knife on your thief, and he'll already be doing 2 attacks per round from the very beginning of the game. Alright, we got a big eye. I don't know if we've fought those yet. Alright, you heal, you fight, you heal. So if this was anything like the later versions of the game, Raph, because of the agility, his hit percentage would be way above anybody else's at this point in the game. And with that katana on him, he'd probably be doing, well, at least 4 attacks, maybe 5 attacks per round. Alright, let's get the healing going. See if we can't try to get up to full HP before because we're nearly to the Kraken. A lot of experience. Let's see. Yeah, we're still lacking. Still a little behind. Alright, we made it. Yep, everybody's at full HP. We haven't had to use any spell charges. Okay, let's give it a try. This is a pretty tough boss here. The Fiend's ball is shattered, evaporating all the water. Ho ho ho, how foolhardy to dare challenge me, the Kraken, the Fiend of the water. Alright, big boy. Hang on just a second. Gotta text my beautiful bride. Okay, since he's the only one with anti-fire, we want to go ahead and get that off right now. But when we get to Donnie's turn, we want to definitely get anti-lightning off. Alright, Raph, you need to fast Mikey. Mikey, you fight, and you anti-lightning. Yep. Kraken has a pretty strong physical attack, because being an octopus, he has 8 arms and he can hit 8 times. Alright, nice. Alright, you fight. You need to fast Leo. You fight. You need to get anti-ice off as quick as possible. Man, you couldn't have just waited till your turn, till after you were fasted. Could have taken him out in 2 hits, or 2 rounds. Alright, Raph's. Come on, take him out. There we go. Alright, cool. It wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be. Okie doke. Alright, we got a few more steps till we get to that teleporter, so we better get Raph back up to a decent amount of HP. Maybe not full. Let's use Leo's cure spells. Let's use Donnie's. be resting up in an inn anyway. Or maybe using the house. Okay. It worked out good. Alright. 3 dungeons down, 1 to go. Let's head for that Mirage Tower. Mikey is tearing it up now. Tearing it up. Alright, get out of here. We don't need no poisoning. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I guess the black belt slash monk, he's kind of a funky character in this game, given that he's just a completely stat driven type character. Where weapons don't matter at all, and armor only matters for a while. Or armor doesn't matter early in the game, and then it matters, and then if you decide to level him up enough, it won't matter again. Alright, let's see. This way. We go south, yeah. Okay. Yep, Leo got poisoned, so his gear definitely doesn't provide immunity. Alright, stop. Head north. I think there's another Tyrannosaurus Rex type enemy that you can run into here in this desert. I forget what they're called, but I don't think I've ever run into one in all the times I've ever played this game. Now, I have run into them in the Dawn of Souls version and the PS2 version also. Okay, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut it here. Let's use a tent. Let's check our HP. Yeah, a cabin would be a little better. Let's use a cabin. Yeah, that's good. Just like 2 HP on Donnie. That'd be good. Alright, so that'll give it a save. We'll pick it up next time. Head through the Mirage Tower into the floating castle and take down the fourth fiend. Fiend of the air. Appreciate everybody watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Final Fantasy. Later.